Hey, this is video number 4, I think, or 5. This is number 5. Last one I said was 5, but it's not. Just another update on what's exactly going on with the bus. The outside, with the exception of a little touch-up and decals, is done, including getting all the spray off the windows from when we rhino lined it. Today's update's more about the inside, though, because that's where the majority of the work's going to be done. Excuse the dead dog. We'll step up in, and you can see the subflooring is done and in, at least for what's going on the floor. Big part about this video is, number one, if you're going to do this, putting all this in is, as you can kind of see, going to be very similar to putting together a puzzle. It wasn't that difficult. It's just measure and cut. As you can see, sometimes measurements don't exactly go right, but you just fill in the gaps. We're putting peel and stick vinyl over this, so it doesn't matter really at all what this looks like. As you can see, I moved the wiring for the deep cycle battery that did come up back here in the back, powered the wheelchair lift. Moved it up here closer to being usable. We don't have to run power cords everywhere that way. More than likely our fridge and microwave will sit somewhere in this area. The TV's going up here, so that way the cable doesn't have to run nearly as far, the power cable. The bigger part, though, is, as you can see, the wheel wells have more or less disappeared. We've got a day bed, hide bed, that's going to double as our couch and where we sleep. But ran into the problem of it's barely narrow enough. It's almost exactly the width of the interior. So we're going to have to put it right here in the very back. But then to slide the trundle out from under the bed, it was going to bump into the wheel wells that used to be right here. So to remedy that problem, put in some cinder blocks. You can see them because of the shadows, but there we go. And then just put the subflooring OSB here across the top, and then terminate them here at the wheel well. Soap them down. We'll just throw the peel and stick on there. Nobody's going to step on it, so it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of some gaps. And cover up all of that. And now this way, we can still walk in the middle without me bumping the head. Because if we left it like this height all the way across, I'm about 3 inches too tall. For those of you that are looking at doing something like this, I'm 6'2", and give or take a half an inch. You would need to be under 6 feet tall if you were to leave this the same height all the way across here. Otherwise you'd be bumping your head like I did. So anyway, it works out well. We still have space here in the middle that we can walk. It's level all the way up and down. The bed's going to rest on that. That gives us storage under the bed / couch. And as you can see, I left this kind of open back here. Have an easy place to slide our fishing poles in between the cinder blocks, anything else of any length that we just want hidden away, but want to be able to carry with us that we don't want to stick up here and get in the way. We can now just slide right there, out of the way, won't be seen. Just makes for a nice little storage cubby spots. And in the long term, in the future, probably enough room, but it may not be. I'll have to measure and see. If I add some more deep cycle batteries, we can stick them right here and then have access to them where the doors for the wheelchair lift are going to go. So that's video number 5. Again, subflooring's in. Next step is going to be framing out up to the windows, adding the insulation in, and then putting more of this subfloor OSB over that, and we're just going to run the peel and stick all the way up. And then as you can see, it's nothing pleather vinyl here in the sides. We're just going to leave that alone, leave it as is. I need to take that seatbelt buckle out before I forget to do it. Alright, more updates as we move along.